Hello everyone. Julian's scenario perfectly illustrates a common pitfall for new generative AI users: the failure to manage and organize conversational history effectively. Copilot isn't merely a traditional search engine where you execute a query, extract an answer, and then never look back. Instead, it functions as a persistent, creative business partner. The conversations you have with Copilot often contain compounding business value, strategic plans that evolve over multiple turns, finely tuned email drafts, and synthesized market research. If you don't actively manage these chat histories, that immense value is effectively lost in a digital junk drawer. Re-prompting the AI later might not yield the exact same creative spark or the precise wording you worked so hard to refine during the original session. Effectively organizing your Copilot conversations ensures that your generated ideas and strategic content are permanently secured and instantly retrievable, preserving your intellectual investment. To truly master conversation management, you must first understand Copilot's default mechanism for saving your work. By design, Microsoft 365 Copilot automatically preserves all your chat sessions. This is a crucial safeguard, preventing the loss of work due to accidental tab closures or network interruptions. However, the system relies on a very simplistic, automated naming convention for these saved sessions. It merely adopts the first few words of your initial prompt as the title of the entire chat. For instance, if your session began with the prompt, "Help me draft an email," the entire conversation, even if it later evolved into a complex financial analysis, will be saved under that generic title. Over a single week of heavy Copilot usage, this default behavior inevitably generates a highly repetitive and unsearchable history pane, making it nearly impossible to find specific, valuable interactions later on. The solution to Copilot's default naming problem is proactive renaming, a foundational best practice for any AI business professional. Immediately after concluding a valuable session, you must take a few seconds to rename the chat thread to something descriptive and meaningful. Within the Copilot user interface, you can typically locate the specific chat in your history panel. Click the Options menu and select Rename. A crucial best practice is to adopt a consistent, searchable naming convention across your organization. A strong convention often includes a project tag, a brief description of the task, and occasionally a date or version number. By implementing this, you transform your history pane from a chaotic list of generic titles into an easily navigable archive of valuable business intelligence, making retrieval a breeze. Beyond simple retrieval, there's a highly powerful hidden capability tied to proper conversation management: session continuity. When you successfully locate and reopen a past, well-named chat, you're not just reading a static transcript of what happened. You are actively re-entering that exact AI session. The AI perfectly recalls the entire context of your previous interaction, any source documents you grounded it with, and all previous instructions from that specific thread. For example, if Julian successfully locates his Proj Phoenix GTM tagline brainstorm chat, he doesn't need to re-upload his product specifications. He can simply type, "Let's expand on tagline number 3 from above," and write a short social media post for it. The AI seamlessly picks up exactly where they left off 2 weeks prior. To fully integrate Microsoft 365 Copilot into your daily workflow, you must treat its chat interface not as a disposable search bar, but as a structured filing cabinet. The primary mechanism for navigating this filing cabinet is the chat history pane, typically found on the left-hand side of the Copilot interface. This pane automatically logs every interaction you have with the AI. While your most recent conversations are instantly visible, allowing you to seamlessly pick up where you left off, Relying solely on this chronological list is insufficient for a busy professional. You must actively manage this space through 3 core actions: finding, renaming, and deleting chats. Finding a previous conversation often involves scrolling, but its effectiveness is entirely dependent on how well you've executed the second action, renaming, which makes your history truly searchable and useful. Even with meticulous renaming and active deletion of chats, the Copilot chat history pane is fundamentally a chronological stream, designed for active, ongoing work. But what happens when an AI session yields a definitive, finalized piece of business intelligence? For example, perhaps you used Copilot to painstakingly draft a new departmental policy over 3 days of iterative prompting. Once that policy is complete, leaving it buried in the active chat history stream, even if it's well named, is not the most secure or logical way to store a finalized corporate asset. To address this need for permanent preservation of critical, finalized insights, Microsoft 365 provides the powerful ability to add a Copilot conversation to a notebook. This elevates the conversation from temporary interaction to a lasting, valuable resource for your organization. Thank you for watching this series on managing prompts and conversations.